Good afternoon. This is Steve with Born Again Torinos, and this right here is a Trinidad scorpion. This is 1.2 million Scoville units. I know it looks evil and wicked. It is unbelievably hot. And there's a couple green ones coming on in there. Also, this is a ghost pepper. That's 1 million Scoville units. And then here, he's still green. There's several greens. That's a Carolina Reaper. They're just now starting to turn. They're a late season crop. And those are peppers. It's been a bumper crop since you've seen this garden last. This is 7 feet tall. It's a volunteer, I think it's an aster flower. And that's 9 feet over there. That's a rose. My sun gold over there is 12 feet. And here's just some of the little pickings. But what you want to see is the striped tomato. And I did finish it. Now, I just finished putting the chrome on minutes ago, and it's dusty, and it's covered in fingerprints. So you have to forgive me for it not being at its shiniest, but I want you to see the wheels on it. Remember that door that was so horrible? I put on everything. If there was something on here that was originally on it that was in poor condition, broken or rusty, I took something out of my stash and put it on it. What I didn't have is spare wheel lip molding. The molding that was on here was pretty rough, and I took the dings out and straightened them, but this one up here was pretty bad. And you can see it was mushed and just horribly dented because it's this super thin aluminum that it feels like the one wheel lip molding feels like it's the weight of a pop can. So he's got wheel lip molding on it, but it's not the best. It's not the worst either. It's actually average. And I thought something was interesting. The wheels and tires. This is the same tires that were on those original wheels. But with the original wheels, the tire was just about the same distance as the wheel lip molding, just barely in. But this is in at least 2 inches. So this has more of an offset, which is good for Glen in Australia. Having an offset and not sticking out. I guess they have rules that tires can't stick past the wheel lip, so that's even better for him. This was also that area that was dented that I had to pull out. It looked like it was hit. I'll wash it hopefully tomorrow and take some outside video and photos of it. The wheels are just awesome. I had to do body work on these mirrors. We got these off of eBay because this just had the single basic mirror on the driver door. So now it has the remote driver and manual passenger sport mirror. But they were dented, and so those had had body work on them before they were painted. That's a good example of how the color changes so much on these. This 2B bright red is so awesome. It's orangey to red to yellow, depending on where it's hit by the sun. I repainted all the satin black trim on the tail lights and the trim between the tail lights. So that's it, guys. That's it for today anyway. So stay tuned and you'll see it outside in the sun and it'll really gleam. One thing I'm going to try and do before it leaves is this, the horn doesn't work. It's, who knows it's all weird. And I have an extra horn pad, the 75-76 boomerang style horn pad. I'm going to see if that will fix it. That beautiful new windshield. So, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and ring that little bell there for notifications, so when I post a video you'll get an email notification saying that there's a new video up, and we'll go from there, because after this we return to the 55 Chevy truck, which is already, I've been doing stuff in between, some little things. I already did body work on that, which is, it doesn't have a lot to do, but there's some, the roof was horrible. And then this back panel, which has gotten smacked pretty badly over the years from probably stuff in the trunk, in the bed here, hitting it. So I've really enjoyed working on that. But this is probably going to shut off, so this has been Steve with Born Again Torinos, and good night.